What's up? What's up? What is up? Ryan Redneck. V-Dog. Eddie. What's up, Cloud Envy? Brian. Yeah, so let me wait for some people to come in here before I get started. Actually I can get the giveaway stuff. Thanks, Cloud Chasing Vapes. Rob, what's up? Zach, what's up? Dustin, what's up? Just gonna wait for some people to come in. Derek, what's up? Bones, what's up? So guys, so the build off. First of all, everything's going good. I'm glad to see people are sending in the builds. Everybody's doing good and everything. A couple things. Now that I see that people understand the directions and everybody is everybody is following the directions. Just about everybody did it right. There's a couple people in there considered cheaters. They're getting disqualified. 3 of them. And it's because they didn't follow directions. I don't think it's anybody that's usually in here because I don't recognize the names. But if you go to that hashtag, right? If you go to that hashtag and you see the first post that I put up the first 2 posts. I put up the first post, then Toonie reposted me. Them first 2 posts should be the first 2 posts on there. If you're before that, that means you reposted a build that was already up. That means that the date came before my post, which means you're disqualified. So just so you know that, I mean, everybody else is playing by the rules. The whole idea is that you guys are building and paying attention and building because of the build off, not just throwing up or reposting a build. Anybody could have did that. Other than that, I put a couple notes out on Instagram. 1 post and 1 build per person. But you can stack pictures in an IG post, which means when you go to post your picture, in the bottom right-hand corner, there's these little pictures, and you could stack your photos. You could put like 10 photos in 1 post, and I could just sweep through them and look. So if you want to show me more than 1 picture, press that button. Even if you don't do that, like, you don't have to go back and delete it or edit it or anything. You don't have to do that. If you make it, if that build's good enough, then I need to see it. I'll just go to your page and look at the rest of the build. You don't have to do that. But it's pretty cool to just do that, show everybody so they don't have to go to your thing. What else? Got that. Now that I see that everybody, is following the directions, I'm not going to answer questions that, are said in that video, because then that just makes me think you didn't watch the video. So if you text me some kind of question, I don't answer it, it's probably because I already answered it somehow. That, and most people aren't texting me about their build. Some people are just texting me pictures to show me their build and everything. That's cool. Don't ask for my opinion, because that's just not fair. You know what I mean? I don't care if you're texting me saying, I'm doing your build, check it out. That's cool. Don't ask should I do this or should I do that, because that's just not fair. If I'm the judge of the first round. So that's just, that's not really fair. There is 1 more week to get your build in. Saturday, I would like the last builds to be up on Saturday. That gives me Sunday to pick the winners and start editing my video. That video is going to be a bitch to edit. It's going to, I'm going to have to grab everybody's pictures, all that good stuff, put it all in the video, sit down and make a video. I may do a build on that video. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. But whatchamacallit, just get them in by Saturday night, Eastern time. I'm flexible with it. If you have to go back and edit your picture, just make sure you erase your last one. There's a couple people that texted me and said, hey, I messed up something. Don't put up a different build. Don't do that, because I will disqualify you, because that's just not cool. I told you to wait until you got 2 builds. That's why. So, because I am every day, so I don't get swamped on Saturday and Sunday night getting the names together. Every day I'm going there and I'm writing down who's in it and everything. So if you go and erase it and I don't catch it, I may write your name down twice. And, I don't know if that's that big of a deal. Maybe I'll notice it. Some people message me and say, hey, I messed up. That's good. Just, try to do your best to get it right the first time. If not, it's no big deal. It's not the end of the world. Do what you got to do. Just follow the rest of the rules. 1 build, 1 post. And it's got to be built for this contest. Don't repost something from back when, because 3 people already did it. And if they don't catch it and they don't erase it and put something else up, they're going to be disqualified. They can go erase it and they can go take care of the issue. That's no big deal, but they're not going to count in the giveaway. And they're definitely not going to count in the build off. It's a shame, because the one build I seen, I was like, oh, wow, that's super cool. And then I seen it was posted in fucking May. So, other than that, yeah, so Saturday, I'd like all the builds in. The cutoff date is, Sunday, 12 in the morning. That's, I'm not accepting any builds after that. In fact, no, you know what we'll do? Eastern time, Sunday at like 8 a.m. 8 a.m. Sunday, Eastern time. So not today, obviously. The next Sunday, 8 a.m. Eastern time. That's the cutoff. I'm not accepting any after 8 a.m. Then, when I pick the 10 winners, I'm going to make the video. After that video's out, these guys, whoever's the top 10, is going to have a week to do that build. I got to do only a week. There's a chance that I'm going to be doing something pretty cool for the channel. And if I do it, I can't be having the build off going on at the same time. I got to get the build off done and out of the way to do the other thing. If the other thing doesn't happen and I got the build off out of the way, then we will for sure do a 2,500 K build off. So when I get 2,500 subs, we'll do a build off right away, if I'm not doing the other thing. All right. I can't go much into the other thing yet, because I just want to see if it pans out or whatever. But I do have to just make sure that this build off is done in 2 weeks. So, and that leaves room to just do the next thing. Just put it at that. Getting this out of the way in 2 weeks makes room for the next build off, or the next thing I'm going to do for the channel. Other than that, I put up 2 videos before I hopped on here. The last 3 hours, I think 2 videos went up. Half Staggered Staple and the Alien Suka, so you guys can watch that. Oh, in addition to the giveaway prizes, I'm going to put a 100 ml bottle of juice. There's going to be a choice to choose from. Basically, whoever wins the giveaway, I'm going to go to my shop. I'm going to show you the 100 ml juices that they have. I'll text you a picture of what you could choose from, and you could choose from them juices, as well as a pack of cotton bacon, and maybe something else. We're going to see. So far, it's the Drop RDA. It hasn't came in yet, but the Drop RDA, the build in the Drop RDA, 2 pairs of coils, what were they? Alien and Staggerton, a pack of cotton bacon, and 100 ml of juice. All right. So that's the giveaway prize. The build-off prize is going to be better, and I'm not sure what that's going to be yet. Yeah, if you're looking for the giveaway video looks like this. That's what the thumbnail for the video looks like. It's this yellow piece of paper, like this. Look for this video. And you got to watch like the first half an hour or something. All right. Yeah, I ordered the drop, and I think it was supposed to go out like the 2nd of November or something. So it should be here. And as soon as I get it, I'll do a video and put the build in, and that build will be, you know, the build that these guys win. So, I hope everybody's having a good weekend. The build I'm going to do tonight is going to be a simpler, it's actually going to be, I was going to write in the thing, a harder variation of a simpler pitchfork. So I'm going to show you guys a simpler pitchfork, but I'm going to put a little twist on there so it looks cooler. So a simpler pitchfork, anybody that doesn't know a pitchfork is, it's basically fused 3 times. So it's stagger fused, and it's skip fused with 2 spaces. And then you put ribbon next to that. You skip fuse that on there. Then you put a stack in the middle and 2 of them frames on, and you fuse them together. So it makes this pitchfork kind of I'll better explain this. Hold on. Let me get out my paper. So a pitchfork, you take a frame and you stagger that frame. All right. After you stagger that frame, you put like 2 pieces of ribbon on it or something. It doesn't matter what you put next to it. You put something next to it. And you fuse in between every 3 gaps. All right. And then you take this, you cut it in half so you have 2 of them pieces. And then you put a stack in the middle and you fuse here. I have a video up of me doing this build, all right? So that's a pitchfork. It kind of has this kind of design to it. All right, so that's why they call it a pitchfork, because that's what it looks like. All right, a simpler pitchfork is you only do 2 of these steps. All right, so you're going to have the frames. We stagger the frames. And in every other space, I'm going to go. All right, and I'm tying 3 pieces of ribbon to that. And that every other space. Cutting it in half, putting something in the middle. And just fusing every other space of this. So there's only 2 fuses instead of 3. So instead of this, it's going to look like that. Yeah, the Druga looks cool. The Druga squonk box. All right. So I did prep some wire already because I knew that if I didn't, that this would be a long build video, and I'm trying to stay away from it being too long. So I prepped one of the frames already, and I prepped one of the thing, and I prepped something that's going into the middle of this thing. So I'll show you both right now. Yeah, it comes with a 22mm Druga. I believe it's a single coil RDA too. Okay, so this is one of the frames that I already prepped that I have to make another one of. Oh, it has an adapter to make it a single. Okay. So here's my one frame. 3 pieces of ribbon tied to a piece of 26. Looks like the top side of this looks way better. Alright, so I need to make another one of them. And then I made this staple that's going to go in the middle somewhere. And this staple is 6 pieces of 0.3 ribbon. And it's clapped into at 42. And I'm going to put this in the middle of my pitchfork variation. Look how square that thing looks. Jeez. Nice and clean. It's fake. Alright. So. Oh, what's up, Rich? Yeah. It's all good. So. What we are going to do is now I'm going to make the other frame. So what I got here is a piece of 26 gauge. I already cut it. I wanted to get some stuff ready so this video wasn't ridiculously long because sometimes these pitchforks can take a while. So first things first. But yeah, I am happy with how the build-off's going because I know a lot of people didn't even put in their builds yet that are going to. And we got a lot of entries so far. Having a cheat day. So sweet. I drink coffee without sugar now. So that thing is so fucking sweet right now. Tastes like I'm eating candy. Got that Ray RTA. I've tried the white chocolate. I've tried all of them. But I like the vanilla the best. Alright, now I got my 26 gauge and I got my 40 gauge. So I'm going to stagger this 26 gauge with 40 gauge. Now the way I staggered the first one, I just used the finger loop method. So I'm going to show you guys that method because I don't know if I've ever done it on a video. So the finger loop method is I'm going to make a loop tied in a knot. You want it to be a fairly small loop. You don't want this loop being too big. If it is bigger, it doesn't really matter. I just find it's easier to do it with a smaller loop. It comes out more consistent. But it's harder to tie, of course. So I cut about 10 inches of 40 gauge off of my spool. And now I'm just tying a knot in this loop. I didn't really give myself a lot of wire to work with here. Alright, do-over. I need a do-over. Let me get out like 12 inches of this wire. Alright. So I'm still shooting for a small loop, but I'm just giving myself more wire to tie this knot. Instead of having a ½ inch on each side, I got a couple inches to work with. So you want your loop around this size. All right. And I'm going to hot glue this knot because I've had problems with it if I didn't hot glue it. And these guys know I hot glue everything. And let me mute this chat room for 8 hours. That's the team chat. Somebody's always talking over in that team chat. Oh yeah, next week, guys, next Saturday, looks like I'll be on, looks like me and Sherlock Holmes are going to do another show on Saturday on his channel. So, just so you guys know, that's happening. And this Tuesday's a live Tuesday, so we got that too. Yeah, hope you don't go to time out either. So now I'm putting my 26 gauge on. What's up, Philip Hicks? Putting my 26 gauge onto my swivel. I'm going to take this loop and I'm just going to put it on my drill right here. Which is one cool thing about the finger loop. Alright. And now I'm going to take my 40 gauge. I'm going to pull a little off the spool. And I'm going to hand wrap it the clockwise rotation around this 26, right around the 90, so that my drill grabs it. Okay. Now I could clap in a bit of this. And then I'm going to make some gaps. Space clapped in it. And let me get close up so I could show you where I'm putting this loop. And then I'm going to come back because it's kind of important to see how I'm doing this. Okay, so I drop this loop into the last space made. Right there. And then what I do is I hold good tension on that loop, just like if my finger was a weight. And I hold the spool in the same hand, which I'll show you when I back up in a second. and I make my space Clapton. So let me show you what this looks like, what I'm doing here. My loops in this finger. I'm holding the spools with my middle finger and my thumb. The loops in my index. I try to get them on the same angle coming up to that wire. And my loop just broke. I actually think I got damn near almost done. Damn it. This is hard to do at 40. 38 and 36, it isn't so bad. With 40, if you put too much pressure on it, it breaks. Or if you're trying to do a long run, it breaks. Because the 40 just gets weaker and weaker. But you could always tie another loop around your core like so. Alright, that glue should be dry. Get my loop back in the last space made again. Get my spool rolled up to my fingers. And let's try to finish this guy. It's really hard to see with this light. Alright, now I could cut my 40. I'm going to leave like an inch on of it. Now the finger loop method, it works pretty good. I actually like it a lot. Some people like it more than I do. But I like to show you guys different ways to do it. Just in case the way that I do it isn't working for you, maybe you could try this way or the other way. So now I'm just loosening up this Clapton. And I think I do just want to check this. I want to check the spacings on this to make sure that it looks fairly even, the spaces. Okay. If it doesn't, I may make another one. That's a little iffy there, but I might be able to live with that. Yeah, there's one space here that, right there, that I don't like that much. But that's just one of them in the whole wire I could live with. I may be able to completely eliminate that from the build. Just DM me, Eddie. I don't know if you're talking to me or somebody else, but if anybody wants me to see their Instagram, just DM me. Just be like, yo, dickhead, look at my Instagram. Clean as fuck coils, what's up? Juan, what's up? Like I said, I put out a couple videos today besides just this live one, so go check them out. Alright, so now that I have this, what I can do is take this off the drill. And now I got to put the 3 pieces of ribbon on this. So I'm going to get, I have a lot of 0.4 nichrome right now, again. I don't know why. Pure Animus just sends me 0.4 nichrome. I guess I bought a lot one time, and I guess just to be cool, they just throw me a whole bunch. They always send me extra 0.4 nichrome. I ain't complaining. So I'm going to get one piece out at about 16 inches, the same length as, let me switch the camera around so these guys could see this part. Alright, so here's one piece of ribbon. It's a little bigger than my my frame that I just made. And then I'm going to get another piece out 2 times the size of that frame. Okay, so now I'm going to take the one that I made 2 times bigger. I'm going to pick that one up and I'm going to fold it in half. Vape Militia, what's up? Tommy Gun Vapes, what's up? So I'm going to bend this one in half. And then I'm going to get the one that's only a little bit bigger than the frame. And I'm going to put that in the middle here. And then once I got them, come on. Once I got these pieces where I want them, I'm going to get a piece of 40 gauge. And I'm going to wrap them up. Making sure they all stay flat. After I got them wrapped up, I could cut the 40 off. Okay, and now since this is 3 pieces, actually not only because it's 3 pieces, I would hot glue this anyway. I try to use hot glue to my advantage whenever I can. And I'm going to dab it right over that 40 gauge that I just wrapped around there. Just going to reheat it real quick. Ooh, don't drip on me. Okay. Now, I can run my fingers down here. No, I think a lot of people use hot glue. I'm sure that most people that watch me and learn anything probably went out and got themselves some hot glue sticks from the dollar store. Okay, now I'm going to run my fingers down. I got some water over here. I'm going to grab that. Now I could grab a piece of 40. Actually, I think this is 38. This feels a little thicker. And now I can run that all the way down to the other end. And that's that. Now, I'm going to take this loop and put that on my swivel. And I'm also going to put the frame loop onto my swivel back on there. And then I'm going to get my drill. And I'm going to reinstall the 26 gauge staggered back into my drill real quick. Pull it tight. This is where I may change the view. And now I'm going to take that ribbon stack I'm going to put it right over the 26 gauge over here, right where I want it. So the flat side's laying on top of the 26. I'm going to heat up my hot glue and dab it in a good spot to where the ribbon stays where I want it. And I'll show you what this prep looks like close up in a second. And then I could take this ribbon. It didn't stay. Probably because I didn't dry it. That should work. Should come out perfect. All right. Now I'm going to run these 3 ribbons. Right now they're like sitting on top of the 26. So I'm going to run them all the way across to my drill. Get them on top of this 26 here. And I could either wrap it with some 40 gauge and then hot glue it, or just hot glue it, or do something with myself. Looks like if the hot glue is in the right spot, I could just hot glue it. So let me get the hot glue in the right spot. The ribbon's just sitting right on top of the 26 right now, all the way across. All right, looking good. Now I'm going to get my 40. I'm going to hand wrap it about 3 to 5 times. Pretty much around that hot glue. Basically just to get myself started here. And I'm just going to do a couple Clapton wraps. I don't really care how they look at the moment, as long as the staple looks the way I want it to look. Getting a good start on this is very important. All right, let me show you what the prep looks like. Okay. So here's down at the swivel. I got both the ribbon and the 26 on the swivel. And then I got the ribbon stack sitting alongside of the 26 so that the flat part is facing the 26, and that's where I hot glued it. And then it goes all the way across, sitting right on top of that 26, all the way across, all the way, all the way, all the way to here. And that's what you want. But now I'm going to do the same thing all the way down, but skip a space. And that's basically just holding the right angle and skipping one space all the way down. As long as you get the angle, you can go pretty quick. I did the first one fairly quick. So once you get the feel, you could go right down. Alright. Now I am going to use my my seeing goggles for a second, just so I could see and get the feeling down. And then I took them off a little end of the first one. I got the drill going in the same rotation as what I Claptoned. You mess up the spaces, definitely go back and fix it. You don't want you don't want bad spacing on this. It'll make your final fuse a nightmare. You want to have nice even spaces to start. And then you want to fuse it the right way. It's all about finding that right angle and the feeling. Going from there. Skipping one space. Man, this is hard for me to see right now without the goggles on. I'm usually able to do this, but my eyes ain't seeing it right now. It may be the lighting. It may be the phone blocking the light. Yeah, I gotta get these things back on. Oh, you motherfucker. $40 just broke. It's really no big in this big deal in this kind of a build, really. But it still sucks. Hand wrapping it back on it. It's gonna start where I ended up. The people that have done hybrids before. Basically the same thing on a smaller scale what I just did. There's going to be a break in my 40 gauge wire. That doesn't matter. As long as I keep track where it's at. No one will ever see it. I'm at that messed up part in the spacing. Gotta take my time here. Almost done. Alright, almost. All right. So now I could take this part off that I jumped on because my 40 broke. Get it as close as I can. Snip the wire. I can snip my 40 off here. All right. Let's see what this one looks like. And that's what you want to see. There's 2 spaces in there, but that's alright. Once in a while, it's not too bad. You'd rather not have any of that going on. Don't worry about it. That's why they're recorded now. That's why I do this on YouTube for people that can't make it. Looking good. Yeah, I did the first one much quicker. I did the first one, like, all in all. I sat down, started the first frame, and I think it took me 15 minutes altogether to do it. Alright, so now I got 2. Actually, I probably should have just showed you 2 of these. Yeah, let me just show you both of them together. Alright, clean as fuck. There's both of them together. And here's that seam I made because the 40 broke. I could probably get that a little cleaner. Alright, so now I'm going to put a couple pieces of ribbon in the middle and then have this in the middle of them. So I have this 6-ply staple I made, 6-ply 0.3 wrapped in 42, and that's going to go in the middle of like 6 pieces of 0.4. Yeah, maybe 4 pieces of 0.4. 2 on each side. Yeah, that's what I'll do. 2 pieces on each side. Yep. Cool. Try to make this cut a little cleaner. Oh, you have a YouTube channel, Eddie? You should try doing build videos to get your subscribers up, right? Yeah, pitchforks are usually wide, man. They're usually a wide build. You figure I'm only doing 2 fuses here, so it's going to be a little smaller than usual. Pitchforks are wide builds. Alright, so now let me get, I'm not going to use nichrome for these pieces of 0.4. I'm going to use Canthol. So I'm going to get my Canthol 0.4. And I'm going to cut 2 pieces, 2 times the size of this staple coil. Here's my staple coil, or my staple wire, I should say. It's not a coil yet, just the wire. There's 1 length, 2 lengths, or 2 times the size rather. Stretch it to make it straight, cut it, grab it again. And cut it. So there's my 2 pieces. I will fold in half and put it over this staple wire. So let me open my window first of all. Get some fresh air in here. Let me get some water. Alright, and now I'm going to take pitchforks are definitely one of the more intricate builds out there. Once you learn pitchforks, it opens you up to a lot of variations, a lot of other builds. But it's also a build that, you know, you're going to wait to do if you're just starting off. This one's a little easier than a basic one, or than a true pitchfork with 3 fuses. But so now I'm going to grab my 0.4, but it's still a pitchfork. just a simpler version. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, the last time I did a pitchfork, I did this same exact thing with the staple wire in the middle. And I think I got a video for it. Well, you don't always have to dual spool, you know. If you can learn it, that's awesome. It's an awesome way to power Clapton, but you're seeing I didn't use 2 spools for this. So I bent the 0.4. Now I'm putting that 0.3 staple in the middle. So these are going to be the same size since I put 42 gauge around it. This 0.3 with the 42 is going to be just as tall as the 0.4 because that's just how the math works out. So I'm going to get them like that. Alright, Brad. Yeah, the bag method's awesome. I love the bag method. There's also a box method that's a lot like the bag method. I got to get my box out to show you guys. But some people might like that too. It's just there's a lot to set up to do it. But it does work very good. But it's basically the bag method. Just with a box with holes in it. Alright, so I'm going to get these tied together there. Tommy gun vapes, the bag methods when I put a 40 gauge spool into one bag, then I put another 40 gauge spool into another bag, drop them on the floor and Clapton with my fingers. I do it in a lot of videos. Any videos that I do, staggered builds, I do that method. This is one of the videos where I didn't, but I usually do that. That's my favorite way to stagger something. It's a way to parallel Clapton. It's a parallel Clapton method. Go halfway down this wire and wrap this piece of 40 around it about 4 or 5 times. And then run it all the way down to the end carefully because there is 42 in this. And you don't want to finger 42 that much. Alright. So now I'm going to get this loop onto my swivel. Pull everything nice and tight. Make sure my thing's all straight. My stack. Make sure all the ribbons are where I want them to be. Pull these 0.4s tight. Pull everything tight. And now I want to hot glue this end. I guess you guys can't see, but 1 second. So I'm hot gluing the drill side. Pulling everything away from the swivel. Nice and tight. Okay. this away. I could cut some of this ribbon off. Alright, now I just got to install the frames onto here. So, cut all this stuff off, cut it clean. Got some 40 hanging off. You want to make sure that your round frames are on the outside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut all the nasty stuff off of the ends of these so that it's fairly straight wire. It's pretty easy to see the round wire on the outside. You could even kind of feel it. Alright, now I'm going to take this guy, get my ribbon, touching my ribbon here, the staggered ribbon, touching that 0.4. Get some 40 gauge, wrap her up. I'm going to leave some 40 gauge hanging off of there. I'm going to get this other guy. Notice that I left the loops up at the top the whole time. That is important. And I'm going to get this 0.4 ribbon that's staggered, touching the other 0.4 ribbon on the other side. Oh. $20 ply, that's nothing. I've done a 36 ply before. This is going to be a thick wire, but that's okay. Maybe I could have put less stuff in the middle to make it not so big. So if you wanted to do this build and make it not so big, you could put 2 pieces of ribbon or even 1 piece of ribbon on them frames. And then you could do just like 4 plies in the middle or something like that. Something much smaller. But that's no fun. Oh, it is kind of fun still. Alright. So I'm going to go like 1.5 inches down. Space wrap with 40. Just do like 5 wraps. And I'm going to go down a little bit more. Make sure everything looks good on both sides. And I got some 0.4 ribbon here. And I'm going to do some wrapping with that. Go down a little more, get some 40, wrap it. Oh. Space wrap it so you don't mess up the spacing on your frames. Come down a little more. Do another ribbon wrap. Just make sure all of your stack's good as you move along this guy. And now I could come down to the end. Gonna bend this guy out, bend that guy out. Actually, I'm probably just gonna end up cutting these. I want one of my clips, one of my drawstring clips. I'm gonna heat. Damn, I'm sorry guys, you guys probably didn't. I have a certain pitchfork video, yes. I mean, be prepared to see builds over and over again in different ways because I've almost did every build, so if you don't dig seeing some sort of build in a different kind of way, some sort of variation, you ain't gonna enjoy this channel much longer. Got 80 videos, damn near a different build every single one. I might have repeated like a Staggerton or a Fralian here and there, but think of how many builds that is. I'm gonna run out sooner or later. I'm gonna have to do some evolving. Cool, Eddie. Thanks, guys. Yeah, the whole idea is just the live videos are more just going to be, for now on, me building stuff I want to build and hanging out. And then I'm just going to have the pre-recorded tutorials that are actually going to be, you know, more of a learning thing. So I'm trying to move along the tutorials in a fashion to where they evolve each time. So, you know, I did all the simple ones first, and now I'm just getting more technical and more technical as they go. I'm thinking about doing playlists like for all aliens, maybe calling that playlist like Area 51, and then having a staggered playlist where all the builds in that are all staggered builds, pitchforks, staggertons, half staggers, stagger fuse Claptons, staple stagger fuse Claptons, all that. Triple core, quad core, 10 core when I get to the 10 core. Alright, I think I'm all prepped and ready to go. Could start fusing this guy. Let me show you guys this big bitch up close. But I plan on doing other stuff with the channel too, so don't worry about that. I got plans. So quite honestly, I'm not digging the way the beginning's looking. I guess I'll just do it and stop bitching, but I feel as though it doesn't look as uniform. But down here, that shit looks tight like a tiger. Looking pretty cool, pretty cool. Alright, let's get on. So see, I'm already an hour and 20 minutes into this, and I prepped. I prepped a good amount off camera. I prepped the half of the frame off camera and that staple. We would have been at 2 hours at this point. That's your YouTube channel? It's a Don Teach one? And do you do just builds? Oh, that's your IG. Yeah. Like I said, if I don't get to you, just DM me. Or are you saying that you can't do anything right now on IG? Yep. Just killing it. This flavor came out that side, and this flavor came out that side. They didn't mix. The one flavor came out here, the one came out there. They don't mix inside. They mixed in the middle, though. You understand? Because this one's on this side, this one's on this side. They come out here, but if you blow a middle one, it comes out the middle. And then half the O's this flavor, half the O's that flavor. Tastes pretty good. This is a blueberry from Fresh, and this is a lemon from Zest. So, yeah, this is what I got left of the Fresh juice. He sent me out 2 of these. And then this is like one of my favorites right now. This is a it's basically a lemon cake. It's really good. It's made by the same people as Brew Juice. I'm trying to get a motherfucking sponsorship. Alright. Let's do this. Get this in my drill as centered as possible. Villain Vapors. I've heard of Villain Vapors. I've never tried it. Yeah, I seen you said that, Eddie. Yeah. Well, with juice sponsorships are usually free juice. But there are some sponsorships that are just discounts. So, some Aussie juice? Yeah, wouldn't it be, I mean, if anybody has juice that they want me to try, I wouldn't mind, trading coils for juice. So, that is something I do with some people. Alright, so I'm going to get my 40 gauge. Actually, let me get back a little bit. Now, when I fuse this, I'm going to do every other one. I'm going to skip fuse the remaining spaces. So I'm not going into every single space here, because what happens is you get this angle thing going on with the pitchfork. So you want to skip fuse this. And if you want to fill in all the gaps, then you go back and fill in all the gaps on the second fuse. The last fuse. So right now, I think I'm just going to keep it just the way I'm about to do it here. But I think I'm going to have more than 2 coils in this strand. So I guess we'll see. Maybe 1 coil. I'll fuse the entire thing. I don't know yet. I haven't really thought about it that far. But you do want to follow the angles of the wires. So let me try to show you what I'm talking about. This may call for some goggles too, this part. So you do have to watch yourself when you get started. Alright, I skipped too many spaces there. You just want to skip 1 opening and go into the next opening. Skip 1 opening and go into the next opening. So I'm skip fusing it again in the remaining spaces. Hopefully that makes sense. It's going to make more sense when I'm done, because then you can kind of see what I was talking about. Or when I get done some of it, it's going to make more sense. Just going slow to show you guys what it looks like when I'm fusing. It probably looks harder than what it is, but actually this fuse is usually a lot easier than the first fuse. You making fun of my accent? So sometimes the headlamp on this thing's too much. Yeah, skipping too many spaces here. Come on. I'm not sure if I'm even fusing this right. I'm just trying to get past this lead here. Get a good start. I think I'm doing alright though. That's going to be a lead anyway, so if it's not... My IG is the same as my YouTube. Same exact as my YouTube. N.Divine83. Yep. It's like I'm having an easy time seeing the first space. I'm having a hard time seeing the second one. There's going to be a zigzag motion you're going to do. Going forward and then coming back on the wire. Yeah, I just think this first part, the spacing, isn't the best, but still looking cool. I did too many spaces on the last two. So with these pitchforks, if you're not careful to watch out where the next space is, it will squeeze itself into a new space. So you don't really want to force it into a space it may not belong. You want it to fall into the proper space. Yeah, the beginning of this wire is a pain in the ass, so I'm just trying to get through it, make it look as nice as possible, even though I'm rushing through it, and get up to the nice stuff. The spacing's just better a couple inches up this wire. I think it's like 2 inches up the wire. It's also not the worst in the world to just take this fuse off if you would have to. There's that piece. Alright, I think my spacing is a little better now. So I think I'm going to start trying to fuse this right. And once I get enough for one coil, I'm going to stop, cut it off, and wrap it. And maybe even mount it into something. It's probably going to have to either go in the goon or into the mask RDA. It's got to go on one of the big ones. One of the big RDAs I have. It's got to. Alright. For this build, glasses help a lot. I wouldn't say they're a must. Man, do they help a lot on this build. I mean, if I wasn't live, I could also set up the camera so that it was like my glasses. Yeah, the other variation, the pitchfork, is, yeah, it's a 24 millimeter, the Conspiracy. Jeremy, what's up? I usually see the open spaces easily, and I'm just not seeing them right now. Guess it might just be one of them nights where I just can't see as well. I don't know. You see. Starting to see it now. Might just be the lighting that I had. And with this build, both sides are going to look nice. They're going to look cool, but one side just going to look way better. This is the better side coming around right now. All right. So actually, it might seem like I'm going slow, but I got that much done already. Because when you skip that many spaces, you get down the wire a lot quicker. So I'm going to go a little more. Get enough for a nice clean coil. That's it. I wonder if, did anybody watch the UFC last night? I ordered it. I watched it. It was a good one. Everybody lost their belts. Everybody got a new belt. Not one champion won and defended their belt. Michael Bisping lost to GSP. Cody Garbrandt lost to TJ Dillashaw. And Joanna Jędrzejczyk lost to Rose. Thug Rose. Wonder Boy beat Jorge Masvidal. I feel like my angle all of a sudden got real dramatic. Alright. So if I stop here, I'm still going to have a good amount for another nice coil. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut it off here and wrap it up. Hopefully it looks a little nice. Now, if I wanted to, I could go in these gaps and fuse them gaps. Especially if you do a good job fusing, you could do that. But I'm just going to cut it now, wrap it up, and show you guys what it looks like with just the one fuse and with, show you what the ohms are. So I just cut that clean. Cut it off the drill. Let's see what it looks like, see what the better side looks like. I have a feeling that next one that I fuse is going to look so much better than this. I might try to fuse all the gaps on that one. Just have 2 single coils. That's fine with me. Just don't want to make this video completely so long. So actually this side doesn't look so bad. Let's see what the other side looks like. So just flip it over. The other side I like better. Yeah, these things look super cool. They're humongous, but they look really fucking cool. Especially, I love it when you have a Clapton staple in the middle there. I think it looks awesome. That 42 gauge inside. Yeah, I could have did that last fuse a little better, but that's okay. I'll show you guys on Instagram. You guys will see the good one wrapped up, but right now I'll show you guys this one, and these can be a bitch to wrap. All Day Vape, what's up? All right. So what I'm going to do is keep the side up that I want. And the last part that I fused is the part that I want to definitely be seen in the coil. So that is going to go in the vise first. Yeah, I mean, I did a build-off build, just if you guys didn't see it. I did do a build for the build-off, just in the spirit of it. I plan on doing one for the second round too. What I was thinking with that is maybe have like a separate prize and kind of do like I've always thought of this too, like an iron, like if you guys ever know what Iron Chef is, it's like chefs go up against each other and then they got to go up against the Iron Chef, which is like the best chef there. So have something like that where I could put a build out also as well as you guys, and if the judges, vote yours higher than mine, then there's an extra prize also. Because I would like to do that, so I actually try hard to do it, Because if I don't do anything, even though I tried with my build. I mean, I think that that build's pretty cool that I did. I just think that maybe I would do a better build if there was something on the line. So I was thinking about it, but maybe other build also come along too. Yeah, hydraulic press the rapid. Okay, so it's in there. And I actually think I may do a 3-5 wrap. I did that to another coil and I really liked it. I liked how it looked. It's such a big build. A 3.5 millimeter bit may be called for. I don't know what I could install this in. I know it'll go into the goon. It'll go into the whatchamacallit. It could go in a single coil too. I don't know, Bones. You'd be one of them guys that could take me down to build off. Build offs could be difficult. Build offs can be difficult just to think of what you're going to do. I think a lot of people kick themselves on what they're going to do. It's good to just think of something and just go for it. And then if it doesn't work out, usually something will come out of that. That was a big problem with Coil Wars, is guys just didn't know what to fucking do. That there would be a couple choices. And I just took that, and like Coil Wars, I built at least 2 coils each round, and I picked from one, and then I posted the other one after. You could go to my section in my feed of Coil Wars, and there's a build of that kind after every build. I did at least 2 coils each round. And I picked from the 2. There was a couple rounds that were really tough to pick from. The one of the last rounds was really hard for me to pick. And I actually didn't even want to pick the coil that I picked, but my family was telling me to pick that coil. And everybody loved that coil too. I didn't really like it that much. It was the all Clapton challenge where you can only use single Claptons. Alright. Build on here. Yeah. Bones is awesome. No, it's not a sub-ohm tank. It is... It's the Ray RTA by Coilmaster. Yeah, an RTA. It's a nice little cloud chaser RTA, I'll tell you that. That's what they meant to do with it, make it a cloud chaser. Ooh. Yes, wrapping staple coils, man. That's a hard thing to learn. That was one of the big bugaboos when I started building. I was learning how to wrap staple coils, and then I got really good at it. Yeah, I'm gonna use a car battery. All right, so I did 4 wraps. I didn't bend the leads yet because I think this may go in a single coil RDA. Not sure yet. Let's see what it looks like first. Looking pretty cool. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. There's one thing about pitchforks that I hate to see, and that's when these fuse wires start going on an angle real bad, and this one's like they're all straight. So I like seeing that they're all straight. Sometimes you'll see like 3 of them are straight, and then the one's real angled. Yeah, it wrapped up good. It'll look even better mounted in something though. So let me see what I got here. Let's see what I could put this in. There's very few RDAs this will fit in. Wow. I actually think a 4 wrap will fit in the whatchamacallit. A 4 wrap would fit in the Springer. That's impressive. It would definitely fit. It'll definitely fit in the Goon. Oh, it's close in the Goon, but it'll fit. Very close though. It's not even a question. It'll fit in here. It'll fit in here with 5 wraps, I think. If I want it. Maybe even 6. I'm gonna put it in something cool. What else do I got here? I'm gonna put it in something I haven't really messed with. I could put it in the Govad. Where is that Govad? Where the hell is that thing at? It's in here. I bet you this RDA's all dirty. I don't know if this build would fit in there anyway. Oh, look at that. Yummy. I want to put something in the dude one time. I don't think this is going to be a good build to do, though. Actually, definitely wouldn't be a good build to do. I don't think it'll fit in this. Yeah, I'll see you, Mark. I don't think it'll fit in the Pulse 24. I don't know, though. Ooh, I think it would. The holes are a little small. man, that might fit. Alright, so far in first place, if I can't find the go vat. Where the hell is that go vat? That's another goon. It would fit in a Seminole. I already got a build in the aeronaut. It would definitely fit in the aeronaut. Actually, it would be close in the aeronaut. Oh, this is going to drive me nuts. Where the fuck is that thing? It can't be too far. There it is. Oh, yeah. Yeah, here you go. Yeah. Let me see what the top side of this looks like. Or the bottom side, rather. Looks just as good, if not better. Okay. Yeah, if I had the mesh RDA, that would work. It would go in either of these, though. It would be harder to get into the, it would be harder to get into the pulse, I think. So I'm going to try to go that real quick. It's going to be tight in the go that, too, with 4.5 wraps. Because the go that, you should install it upside down. Oh, it might not work. I didn't realize that. The go that has these little teeth on the sides that might make it not work. It would have to be a 3 wrap. So what would a 3 wrap come out to? It would come out low. I know that. Oh man, it would have looked so cool in here. Unless I install it upside down. If I install it on an angle upside down. But shouldn't I be able to install it on an angle right side up though? I don't like it. I don't like it. It would have to be a 3 wrap, and I really don't want to do that. Upside down, it'll work. Kinda. Let's see what this looks like real quick. If I do it like this, I don't necessarily have to cut the leads or anything yet. Oh, I can mount it in something. I just want to mount it in something different. I don't want to take the build out of the mask. It'll fit in the mask easily. Easy. And I guess I should put it in a dual because I'm about to do this coil. So it's kind of... It's a little stupid not to. All right. This isn't really how you're supposed to install in the GoVAD. You're supposed to install it upside down. But I guess I could install it like this and press it down. But it's also overlapping at the bottom too. Just look at it. Oh, no, there's plenty of wick room. Maybe. Or I could try to get it into the pulse. But if I get it into the pulse, you know what? I may have an idea with the pulse anyway. If I put it in the pulse, I'll have two holes still open on the pulse that maybe I could do something cool if I ever think about it to do it. Man, them holes just gotta be a little bigger. Or my lead's gotta be a little smaller. I can make it work. It's just if I do, I don't think there's going to be any turning back. But am I going to need to turn back anyway? Or I could rock a 5 wrap in the mask. You know what? No, it should work. You just can't cut off. I would rather like squeeze it, but you could cut off some of it. But you could also cut it in an angle. There's a bunch of stuff you could do. Yeah, I think this is going to go on the pulse. Hope this build doesn't break my snips. So you see I cut it on an angle first. This will work. Alright, I'm going to cut more of my lead off. So I'm going to do the same thing, cut it on an angle. I need to cut more of it off. For 224s, 26. Yep, 26 gauge for 224s. At least it didn't shit itself. Alright, so I put them on an angle and then kind of cross the leads a little, like not so much to where I ruin the leads. Now I gotta open the holes up all the way, press the build down, and then tighten the screws. I probably should have put the camera a little closer for these guys to see what the heck I'm doing here. Sorry. Of course I did. I'm a professional. What'd you expect? Just look at it. This Pulse is a cool RDA. I haven't vaped it yet, but it's a cool fucking RDA, I'll tell you that. There's very few RDAs that impressed me before I vaped them. Well, I guess a lot do, but the air holes are going to make it just fine. There's probably going to be a good vape on there. Yeah, I haven't vaped it yet. Let me show you some close-ups. Actually, let me put my build away. Should put this somewhere. I'll put it in my Pulse box. How about that? All right. Oh, you got a pulse squonk too. This will probably vape good as a single coil. Probably be a badass little vape. Nah, it's not going to be that bad of a vape up. It's a point. It's a 0.06 build. So after fire, it's going to be like a 0.08. Yeah, it's a hefty single. So you basically gotta vape these at a single coil. At least the way I made it anyway. If I didn't use so much damn nichrome ribbon, it wouldn't be that bad. Alright, all day vape. Pretty cool little pitchfork build. Not too shabby. The second fuse could have went a little better, but what the heck. Obviously the top cap works, especially since I just showed it, but I guess I'll show it again. Ooh. There you go. Really, if I wanted to, I could even straighten it out more so I get to them wick holes a little better. Tightens it up a bit too. What coils am I vaping now? In the Druga, on the Noisy Cricket, I have Staggertons. They're hard as hell to say. I'll show you a close-up in a second. In the tank that I just dropped, in the tank, I got 3-core interlock aliens. I got a picture of them on my Instagram. This should be on a box, though. Really should. It's like a 0.12 build or something. Put it on my Minikin. This Minikin needs its batteries charged. I'll show you the Staggertons in a second, and then I think we're going to call it a night. Let me just fill up the tank. My favorite coils are... I can't believe people still ask me that question. I answer that question 2 or 3 times a week. But I get it. People are new. Fralians. Fralians are my favorite bait. Frame staple aliens. See? Fralians, Fralians, Fralians. Alright, let me show you these Staggertons. Nice and clean Staggertons. Yeah, I know, Eddie. I don't mean to be a dick. I like Staggertons a lot too, though. Staggertons are really good. Come on. Yeah, I was gonna say, do you usually charge yourself for your Fralians? Once I clean them up, they look really good. There should be a fun little coil to take some pictures of. Just look at it. Staggertons are fun. I really like Staggertons. My tutorial's coming out on them. The next tutorial is going to be Staggertons. Oh, that's going to be a good shot right there. That's going to be the shot to take. Just look at it. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Alright. Man, everybody hangs out until the end. It makes it really hard for me to say bye when everybody, like the highest number in here tonight was 33. There's still 27 people in here. Make a girl feel special. Hey, if I didn't have to work, I would definitely stay on longer. Oh, thanks, guys. Thanks. So, wrapping up this video, I guess I'll just go through what's going on. So, so the giveaway's going good. There's a couple people that kind of cheated. If they look at the hashtag, they'll know why they cheated. I don't think they're even in here. Just follow the directions. Look at what other people did. They stacked their pictures in one post. Pretty much everybody that's usually in these chats that have submitted a build did it the right way. So that's going on. Tuesday, another live video. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. If you want, you could put comments in the bottom telling me what you would like to see. So just don't say naked frame staples. Naked frame staples is going to be another tutorial that's next. I think it's going to go Staggerton's naked frame staples. I want to alternate between something kind of for beginners and an advanced coil. So Staggerton's is definitely next though. For the pre-recorded tutorials. And then probably the naked staple or the naked frame staple, which I do different than the other guys. So a helix staple, that's a good one. That's really hard to show live, the helix staple. It's really hard to show what's going on, but I might not mind doing that on Tuesday. Let's see it in the comments. If you guys want to see a stapled helix, put it in the comments, and I'll do a stapled helix if I see enough comments. I've been wanting to do a bridge build too. If I see 5 people put staple helix in the comments below, 5 people say stapled helix, I'll do stapled helix on Tuesday. And I'll put together like a bridge for I gotta think of what kind of bridge I would do. I'd want to do something pretty cool for a bridge. It would definitely take some time. You could say it 5 times, see how it works out. So Tuesday I'll be on. Looks like I'll be doing staple helix. And I'll just do stapled helix. It looks like there's enough people that want me to do that. Forget the comment thing. Staple helix on Tuesday it is. And then Saturday on Sherlock Holmes' channel on Saturday. I don't know what we'll be doing. We'll talk about it this week. Probably not something like the Enigma that we're both going to look bad at. And then Saturday's the last day also. Saturday's the last day to get your builds in for the build off giveaway. So have them in by Saturday night. Sunday morning, 8 o'clock is when I'm done. I'm probably going to start getting everything together then. Getting all the top 10, putting the video together. It's going to take me a couple days to get that video together. So I'll start doing that on Sunday morning. Sunday night, we got another live video. And today, I posted 2 other videos. I did a live video on Instagram. You can go over and watch the full one on Instagram, or you can watch a cut-up version on my channel. It's like 15 minutes long, half staggered staple. And I also put out the tutorial on the Alien Suka. The Alien Suka tutorial is pretty cool. Came out pretty good, so go check that out. If you follow the directions in that build, you'll get it the same as I did. Pretty cool build. So, other than that, I think that's it. Other than them like 10 things, that's it. So just 10 things to keep in mind. That's all. No big deal. So far, the giveaway prizes for the giveaway part of the build off is the drop RDA, a cool ass build in the drop RDA, 2 coils, Staggertons and Aliens by me, cotton bacon, and 100 ml of juice of your choice from a select few that we have at the shop. I'll give out the winners next Tuesday. That's when the video is going to come out, the top 10 and the winner of the giveaway. And that's going to be in a pre-recorded video. And then once the 10 winners are shown, you got a week to do that build. I was going to do 2 weeks, but I got to get it done in a week because I need to clear up the channel for something else just in case. Hey, Ed, go over to the video. Look for the video labeled this. This is the picture of my video that tells you about the giveaway build-off. Alright, this is what the video looks like in the picture. Look for that video and watch the first half an hour to an hour. It tells you how you get into the build-off giveaway. You basically do a build, any build you want. You post it on Instagram with the hashtag that I just showed. It was last week I put up this video, yeah. So just go watch that. You put up any build with that hashtag, you're in the giveaway. If you want to be in the build-off, do a good job on that build. That build-off, I mean, you really got to do a good build to get into it. I wouldn't do an Enigma if I were you guys unless you do a badass Enigma and take some good pictures because there's a lot of Enigmas up there. So there's going to be a lot of Enigmas I have to choose from. I'm not going to pick 5 Enigmas, I can tell you that. Maybe 2. There's a Razorback Enigma up there, so that's going to be tough to beat. So if you can't beat a Razorback Enigma or do better pictures in it, it's going to be rough. So if you really want to get in that giveaway, don't think an Enigma is going to get you in there because there's already like 5 up there. So if you could beat them Enigmas, go for it. Yeah, the Razorback Enigma is really awesome. Really awesome. I actually have a hybrid one sitting around here somewhere. I don't know where the hell I put it. It's a Razorback Enigma in the middle and a regular Enigma on the sides. Don't know where I put it. Cool, David. Thanks for hanging out. Somebody already did the 4 strands of 28 gauge parallel too, so watch out. Well, that's what, that's what the giveaway's about. Even if your build, if you got the worst build, you could still win the giveaway, which isn't too shabby. So that's what it's all about, is building. And the only way you get better at building is by pushing yourself. And one of the best ways to push yourself is in competition. So that's why I wanted to do a build off. Everybody in Coil Wars got better after Coil Wars. All right, Ed, I see you. You could always DM me on Instagram, dude, if I don't get to you. A lot of people, a lot of people ask me every day, can you go check this out? So sometimes I just forget. I won't forget you because we've talked all night, but I get a lot of people calling, like texting me all day, telling me go check this out. I check every DM on Instagram, every single one of them. If you DM me and just say, yo, it's Eddie, I'll know it's you. But I'll try to remember and just hop over there now. So. It's Don Teach one. I'm gonna write it down right now. If the killer custard you get, you ordered it, not me. You said you tasted it and you didn't even like it. Everybody has different tastes. You may not like it. Everybody's different. There's some juices that people vape that I can't stand. I don't even know how they vape that shit. You don't like the killer custard strawberry? See? Some people don't like it. Some people love it. See, I don't like watermelon. I don't like watermelon strawberry candy vapes. I don't like candy vapes. Oh, dude, vape pink cookie butter. Oh man, that is so good. That's a good juice right there. I used to be on that for a while. Cookie butter by Vape Pink is banging. I just tried that. The one by Beard Vape Co. The one banging. It is good. The one is good. Yep. Yep. We tried to get it. My buddy tried to get it in the shop, and they wouldn't. They wouldn't answer his email back. They sent him a free whatchamacallit. Sent him a free sample. He emailed and said I want it in the shop. They never got back to him. Beard 32 is good. Unicorn cake. Never tried the Yami Vapor. The one lemon. Nice. Yeah, right now I'm just on this stuff. The Zest. I was vaping the Vapetasia cereal. My buddy Fire EMT sent me some really good juice too. This dude makes some good juice. 806 juice. Betty and Acid Wayne. So Betty is like a custard. It's really good. It's just a really good custard. It reminds me a lot of one of the zombie juices. If you ever want a giveaway by me and I sent you zombie juice and you got the custard one, Betty, I don't know what. It's by 806E juice. No, it's not his own juice. It's juice by a shop near him. I guess it's a friend's juice. And Acid Wayne is like it tastes. There's a lot of honeydew in it, and this is good. It's like I don't know what else is in it. It's a lot of honeydew. Yeah. Yeah, Fire EMT is a good dude. He sent me these out. This one is good. This is like I love honeydew vapes. Yeah, lots of people don't like it, but I like honeydew. There's another juice by Brew that I like a lot. It's Katy Perry, and it's a pear with honeydew, and it's really good. It tastes a lot like that in a way, but it's pear and honeydew. It's so good. This was like one of their best juice. I vape so much of this that I only get it once in a while now because I've just vaped so much of it. But brew juice is some good shit. I love me some brew juice. This is really good. This is fucking awesome. Love Handle e-liquids, raspberry scone. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Dewberry cream. I have vaped so much dewberry cream from Kilo. That used to be my shit. I love me some dewberry cream. I like that. I liked they had a lot of good juices. The newest one that they came out with was really good. I didn't like the blue stuff. That whatever blue one that they had, I didn't like that one. That was crap. But their cereal milk was really good too. Kilo makes some good fucking juices. Keyberry, yep, Keyberry, really good. That was a really good one. The cereal, I just didn't like the blue one. Whatever the blue one was, I didn't like that one. It had blue in the name, and that wasn't for me. But all the rest, I used to buy them so much. I always wish they made the bigger bottles, and I think they finally did make bigger bottles. But they're a little expensive. Like, I like buying 100 ml bottles for like 30 bucks. I'd rather do that, you know. I think these 30 ml bottles are like 33 after tax at my shop. But yeah, they make good juice. Some of my favorite juices were also the Animal line. I always liked Looper and Carnage, but I baked too much of them. So yeah, they did have the big bottles, Kilo. They made them big glass bottles. One Hit Wonder used to be good. I don't really like them anymore. Yeah, Carnage was amazing, and Looper was too. Looper was like my favorite cereal vape. J Monster's really good. I like J Monsters. They kill your cotton, but they're good juices. Turnt juice is good. They got a good peanut butter, they got a good key lime, and they got a good apple pie. Yeah, and J Monster stopped putting the cotton in there, and that, like, they should have kept that cotton in there because these guys are killing my cotton. They're all harsh on the cotton. They're really bad, and they used to put cotton bacon in there. Yeah, I like the blue one the best. I like the butter flavor. I think they're really good made juices. I like how they are. And then my buddy at the shop put this out, and this is really good. That should be coming to shops real soon. I know it's already in a couple shops. I gotta get me some Adore. Everybody tells me about Adore e-liquids. Yeah, this was going to be what was going to be in the giveaway, but I'm planning on just giving people a choice if they want to get it. I recommend this. I may give this out for the build-off. I may not even give people a choice. I may just say, you got to take this, but it's so good. It's got the weirdest profile, but it's so good. It's a lemon cake with strawberry frosting, and it sounds so weird, but oh my god, it's good. I mean, the shop that I go to has a lot of good juices, though. Yeah, I'm loving me some lemon vapes, especially like lemon cake. Most of the vapes I've been doing on lemon. There's another company that I may, American Juice Co. I'm hoping that hoping I get on the team. I think they are taking people, and I know the guy that makes it. That's another thing about Killer Custard Strawberry. Let that shit steep. It gets so much better. It's good without steeping, but if you let it steep, oh my god. But alright, I'm going to call this video. You know, like I said, check out the other videos I put up today. And, you know, have a good week. And I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Thanks for hanging out. Tuesday with a live video, we'll do a stapled helix. I'll try to set myself up so I could show you guys as close as possible what's going on. Other than that, go watch the giveaway video. Make sure that you get a build in so you could at least get into the giveaway. Any old build, just go watch the video to see how you could get in. You gotta have Instagram to do it. But go check it out. And I'll see you guys Tuesday. Peace out.